Hey, yo, what's up, y'all? You know what it is. Your boy Rex Soprano, DOAGH. I'd like to welcome y'all back to the office. And today we're taking a look at Melty Blood Actors again for the PS2. Now, the reason why it took me so long to take a look at it was because when this game came out, when I should have been taking a look at it, I didn't have enough information to try to do an informative review about it. But now I played the game for almost a year, you know what I'm saying, been in the lab with it off and on. And on top of that, seeing how it is a real important weekend for this game and the community as a whole, I figured I can do my part and just try to raise awareness a little bit more. Like I say, man, shout out to everybody doing their thing, man. Team Spooky doing their thing with this stream, keeping up awareness. Melty Bread being a place where everybody can gather. The thread on SRK, everybody in the community doing their thing. You know, I'm not a big part of the Melty Blood community, but you know, I am part of the fighting game community, and I'm just doing my part with this. All I gotta say to all you Melty Blood cats repping at Evo is y'all time, man. Is y'all time. I'm expecting a class-ass motherfucking show from y'all. That's all I'm gonna say. The shine is on y'all. Don't get nervous. Don't do nothing. Play your game, man. Show the world why this game means so much to you. And what you show on that screen tomorrow is gonna be put through for the whole world to see. So know that the reputation of this game will lie on you. I ain't trying to put no added pressure on you. I'm just going to let you know what the real is. And one more thing before we get started. Shout out to all my motherfucking minorities in the motherfucking building. Minority Blood acting an ass again in the building. And all my poverty niggas doing their motherfucking thing in these streets. You know, we get gripped that. But enough about that. We got business to handle. I got a review to do, so let's get into it. Arcade mode. Arcade mode is the same as it's been in the previous Melty Blood game as serving as the game story. Now the characters do have a couple of different scenarios, taking a cue from Tsukihime, and that you may have to play the game a couple of times to see all the possible scenarios, since no one took the time to try to document what does what, when, where, and how. So you know you may have a couple of times. Ultimately, through the game's unlock feature, all those things will be unlocked for you. But maybe, hopefully, when Mirror Moon gets their hands on it for the inevitable PC port, maybe we'll get some translations and some answers then. Versus mode. Versus mode, it isn't as really full featured as version B2 PC, but you know you still have versus CPU and versus human mode, so it is what it is. I kind of wish this game did have the tag mode and the 2 versus 2 mode for the PC version, but you know, I'm glad to just have a game, period. Training mode. Because of all the new stuff that's in Melty Blood now, you'll be spending a lot more time in training mode trying to figure out, you know, what exactly you're trying to do with what character and the moves and all those things. So you'll be spending a lot more time here. The training mode is really fully featured, so you can try to put as much as trying to make the training mode as best of a battle situation as you can, so you know what you're doing when you're getting out there for real. Survival mode is survival mode. One life to live, man. Do it as long as you can, and when you can't no more, it's game over. Boss rush mode. Now, what's different about boss rush mode? You can kind of equate boss rush mode to in similar games such as the survival mode from Guilty Gear and the score attack mode from Blaze Blue, except every character is an Unlimited or a Daredevil character. In this case, every character is an Eclipse style character, and all the characters being Eclipse style characters are the amalgamations of the best part of each move, plus additional abilities like strength and speed and auto guard and things of that nature. It is a test, believe me. You do meet an exclusive character who has been absent from the Melty Blood series for quite a while, John Akia, and you also get to fight another giant boss called the Dust of Osiris. A spoiler alert for that, you know, I'm not going to get too much more into that. Option mode, nothing really much here except the ability to adjust the game's balance. If you're trying to play this game and trying to practice for a tournament, just know, as far as I know, last time I read and checked, the game in the tournament uses the PS2 balance, so if you pass it on anything other than that, doing yourself a horrible disservice. The ranking mode. Ranking mode, it just keeps track of your arcade, your survival, and boss rush score, so if you ever want to take a look at that information, you can. And special mode. Special mode is unlocked once by beating the game. And once you unlock special mode, you unlock the scenario route mode, which shows you all the possible routes and scenarios and the ones you've unlocked, so you know what you're gunning for later on. And it also unlocks the complete soundtrack for you to listen to, just like you did in Melty Blood Acadenza version A on the PS2. So, enough about that. Let's get into training mode. We're just going to introduce the new characters to you guys, you know what I'm saying? It's only a couple, but you know, I got the moves to try to get into a little bit of things like that. So let's get started. Archetypers. All you really need to know about archetypers is that archetypers is created her fully realized princess house. It's like Super Sailor Moon or She-Ra or something like that. Just know that Archetyper is the only character who can accept and who can be selected in Eclipse style mode normally without the use of a cheat device. All the other characters can, but like I said, they can only be used in a cheat device. You can use the glitch version of her in Crescent Moon, but you know, it is what it is. Like I said before, she's very broken, so she's unplayable in any tournament. So unless you're playing the game in casuals, you're not gonna see too much of her. But again, this is just so you know, isn't her first appearance in Melty Blood. She does make an appearance in R-Cray's last arc move by showing up as a shadow in the corner. Figured you might want to know that. Reef by Strybird. Now, Reef by, you know what I'm saying, she's not a new character to the series, but this is her first playable appearance. She made appearances in Vampire Sion's last arc move in the later versions of Accidenza. So you know, this is, like I said, this isn't her first Melty Blood dance. She's a beast with her giant string pile bunker of death. That's what it is. From the way she plays, she's more suited to a rush down style to play no matter what move you select. So if you like rush down style characters who are cute, you know, Reef might be a chick. Michael Royal Valdom John. We just call him Royal because nobody in their right fucking mind is trying to pronounce that shit all the time. It's Royal. Just leave it at that. For all my Suki Hime fans, just know Royal is in his near side form here. You know, there are a couple of color choices that represent his far side form, but this is his near side form, and him being one of my favorite Natsuverse characters is really good to finally see him represented in a fighting game. Now, Royal's play style is kind of whatever play style you want. He has a lot of different options, so no matter what you want, you can do something. He can play rush down. He can play mix-up game. It's just however you get profit is how he'll get profit. So, you know, take care of him and take care of you. Akia in her schoolgirl outfit. Now, I'm not really going to get too much into this because I'm not an Akia player in any way. But from what I know is that this Akia is different from either her normal form or her Vermilion form. Just know that with the inclusion of the three styles is that this Akia is different from the other two in more ways than one, of course. So, you know, if you like Akia, you know what I'm saying, or you want to change the pace, you know, here you go. Ryuji Shiki from Kara no Kukai. Depending on who you ask, Ryuji Shiki is a really important character in the Natsuverse because the story she comes from, Kara no Kukai, is a basis for a lot of what the Natsuverse is. Its two most important parts being Tsukihime and the Fate series, of course. So, you know, a lot of the characters have their bases in that. Ryuji Shiki is the template for Todo Shiki, so, you know, it's real important in that matter. As far as the gameplay style goes, she's similar to Roy in a way, where Ryuji is what you want her to be. Whatever play style you want, Ryuji in the moon can sacrifice you, and she has more unblockables than all of Tekken combined for whatever reason. But Ryuji is a beast, so if you see somebody playing with her, their name is Scrub, man, you're gonna be in for a fight. Trust me. You also have the two main parents with Kohaku and Mekasui and Neko Arc and Mekasui. Nothing really changes here, but you know, like I said, it is what it is. The two main parents and Archetype Earth are unplayable on arcade mode, just so you know. So, let's get the moves real quick before we jet out of here. Crescent Moon style. Crescent Moon style is your balance style. It's like, that's the move I really suggest personally that you get into. I'm gonna have some information down in the bar, you know, so if you want to take a look at this information in a lot more detailed space than I can fit in 11 minutes, I suggest you do so. But like I said, Crescent Moon is your balance style. Half Moon is your combo style, you know, it's more suited to rush down play. And Full Moon is like, from what I've seen and from what I've read, it is what they say. It is like Guilty Gear. It has a lot of Guilty Gear similarities into it. So if you really into It's a quick damaging combos, you know, just trying to get in and get out and get that damage in. Full moon's the style for you. If I'm going to give this game a score, I got to give this game a 10. With 30, with, let's say, 27 playable characters, plus the 2 main pairings, minus archetype first. With 3 moves, that is 87 different possibilities of how to approach accuracy games. So, you know, there's really no reason that you can't dive in, find a character and a style that you like, and get into it. I'm going to go and get out of here, man. Like I said before, Melty Blood community, man, the shine is yours, y'all. I have the utmost faith and I believe in y'all most definitely, man. I love Melty Blood. You know, I love this game because it's real different from everything else out there. All I'm begging y'all is show the world, man, why I love this game and why y'all standing behind it. I'm out of here. Y'all know who it is. Holla.